Good morning, class 8. Before this, we studied in chapter 11 that pull and push about the force and also interaction of force. Now we are going to see exploring forces. So let us try to learn more about forces. So in this picture, two friends are there. They are pushing the block in one direction, means they are giving force to the block in one direction. In second picture, they are pushing in opposite direction and applying force on that block. So see, have you ever seen a game of tug of war? In this game, two teams pull at a rope in opposite direction shown in the figure. Members of both the team try to pull the rope in their direction. Sometimes the rope simply does not move. It is not similar to the situation shown in the figure. So you can see in the figure, they both teams are pulling the rope in the direction opposite directions. The team that pulls harder, that is applies a large force, finally wins the game. Means the team which applies large force on the rope, they wins. Then what does this example suggest about the nature of force? So we'll see forces applied on an object in the same direction add to one another. Now recall what happened when you and your friend push the heavy box in the same direction. So what will happen? The block will move from one place to another. If the two forces act in the opposite direction of an object, the net force acting on it, the difference between the two forces. So they're in the opposite direction. If the two friends are applying force on a block in opposite direction, what will happen? There will be the difference between the two forces. Means there will be two force. One is pushing in another direction and another is pushing in another direction. What did you observe in activity when both of you were pushing the heavy box from opposite direction? What will happen? The block will not move from one place to another because the force is applied in opposite direction. Recall that in the tug of war, when two teams pull equally hard, the rope does not move in the any direction. Why? Because the applied force is opposite. That's why also the rope does not move in any direction. It is a steady. So we learn that a force could not be larger or smaller than the other or equal to each other. The strength of a force is unusually expressed by its magnitude. By its magnitude. The strength of a force is usually expressed by its magnitude. So the force which were the team applying, the two friends applying, was a magnitude. We have also to specify the direction in which a force act. Also, if the direction or the magnitude of the applied force changes, its effects also changes. So what happened? We also specify the direction of the block or direction of the rope, whatever force we are applying to the object. If the direction or the magnitude of the applied force changes, if the direction or magnitude they changes, it also affects the changes. Means suppose the block is applying, the friends are applying force on a block in same direction, the object or the magnitude will change the direction, and they are applying force in opposite direction, there will be no changes in the magnitude or the direction. So next we'll see a force can change state of motion. So here we'll study. Let us now find out what happens when a force act on an object. Means whatever force we are acting or giving to the object, what happens to the object we'll see in this point. You might recall similar situations. So see, here one figure is given. A ball at rest begin to move when a force is applied on it. So the force is applied on the ball and the ball moves in one or another direction the force is applied by the hand. Now, you might recall similar situations. For example, you can see this. While taking a penalty kick in football, the player applies force on the ball before being hit. The ball was at rest and so its spread was 0. The applied force make the ball move towards the goal. Suppose the goalkeeper dives or jumps up to save the goal. By his action, the goalkeeper tries to apply a force on the moving ball. Means when a penalty kick is taken by the player and he is trying to goal the ball, he hit the ball hardly or give the force to that ball, and the goalkeeper tried to stop that ball. Means what he is doing, he is trying to stop that force of the ball by jumping or diving to save the goal. By his action, the goalkeeper tries to apply a force on the moving ball. The force applied by him can stop or deflect the ball, saving a goal being scored. If the goalkeeper succeeds in stopping the ball, its speed decreases to 0. The speed of the ball decreases to 0 when the goalkeeper stops the ball. This observation suggests that a force applied on an object may change its speed. Means first the player applied force on the ball and the goalkeeper stopped that ball and the force was 0 and the speed also become less. If the force applied on the object is in the direction of its motion, the speed of the object increases. What happened when the ball is hit? It took the speed and also direction. If the force is applied in the direction opposite to the direction of the motion, then it results in the decreasing in the speed of the object. Means what happened? The player kicked the ball, the player give one direction and motion to the ball, and the goalkeeper, what he has done, he stopped the ball. Means he refused in the opposite direction. That's why the speed and the force become 0. In this way, again one example is given or the picture is shown here. To move a tire faster, it has to be pushed repeatedly. The boy is playing with a tire and he is giving the speed to the tire. Next is that Pali is curious to know about the application of a force can only change speed of an object. So let us find out how the speed or the application of a force can only change the speed of an object. So here again one picture is shown to you in the activity. See, you can see the force given to the ball. Again by stick, the ball is changing the direction. The ball set in motion by pushing it along a level surface in picture A, and in picture B it shows that the direction of the motion of the ball after it strikes the ruler placed in its path. So this path it is taken by when the ball is hit at the stick, and again the path is here shown by hitting the ball to the hand. Let us consider some more examples. See, in a game of volleyball, you know volleyball game, you are playing also. Players often push the moving ball to their teammates to make a winning move. Sometimes the ball is returned to the other side of the court by pushing or smashing it. In volleyball, it happens. You have seen this game that one team push the ball in another team or smash. In cricket, a batsman play his or her shot by applying a force on the ball. Cricket also, you know, you are hitting the ball by bat and applying force on the ball with the bat. Is there any change in the direction of motion of the ball in these cases? Yes, there are changes in the direction. In cricket, the ball is coming towards you and you are hitting the ball and changing the direction. Same way in the volleyball, the ball is coming to you and you are smashing to the other team by changing the direction. In all example, the speed and the direction of the moving ball change due to the application of a force. Can you give a few more examples of this kind? A change in either the speed of an object or its direction of motion or both is described as a change in its state of motion. So motion means the object move from one place to another or having the motion for moving. So that is known as change in its state of motion. By all this example, the object changes its direction or motion. That is called the change in its state of motion. Thus a force may bring a change in the state of motion of an object. The force changes the motion of an object. Does it means that applications of a force would always result in a change in the state of motion? Yes, the force will always change the direction, also the motion of the object. Let us find out. It is common experience that many a time application of force does not result in the change of the state of motion. So in sometimes the application or the force does not result in change. So why? For example, a heavy box, you can see the example given that it does not change the motion or state of motion. A heavy box may not move at all even if you apply the maximum force that you can exert. Again, no effect of force is observed when you try to push a wall. So you are applying force on some objects and they do not change or they do not come in motion. So why this happens? Because of the weight. Because of the weight. So if you are trying to push the wall, you can push the wall. No, you can't push the wall because wall is a steady object. It will not move. So in this way, we studied something about the force. That force applied to the object moves or also changes the direction. So we'll stop.